Mommy is Marites.
My mom's name is Virginia Alversage, also called as Norma.
Yung real mom ko, her name is Tess. And then yung second mom ko, Celine.
Patricia. Oh, Patria. Yeah.
Jen Borromeo.
Alicia.
My mom's name is Remedios De Leon.
Josephine Alvarez.
I call her mom, mommy.
My mom is a God-fearing person, kind, loving, and she's my superhero, my everything, my Wonder Mom.
Mom is the backbone of our family. She's the intercessor of our family, the prayer warrior. She has a servant heart, and sometimes she worries a lot.
She's caring, she's hardworking, she's loving, she always gives out good advice to us. She's a prayer warrior.
Strong, tough, brutal, and loving. All at the same time.
And she's very well known dahil mahilig siya magpautang sa lugar namin nung nakaluwag-luwag. Pero well known din siya dahil marami din kaming utang sa Mumbai before.
I don't look like her. Her hair is curly, her skin is fair to dark, and she's skinny. And she's skinny ever since nagkaroon ako ng malay. And up until now, skinny pa rin siya.
It's just my mom. When you just think of her as a person, those are the words that I can think of at the top of my head. I love my mom because she cooks food for us. What I love about my mom is that she is always funny. I love my mommy because she's the best. She gives me warm hugs and she takes me to places where I want to go. I love about my mom that she always helps me clean and that she gives me nice food I like.
Nagtuturo siya palagi ng mga kids, Sunday school. So, ginagatan niya yung mga kapitbahay namin, mga bata. Tapos magtuturo siya ng, Sunday school, Word of God.
She died from complications of diabetes, particularly kidney disease.
When my dad passed, she's the only working for us to feed us and to provide our needs.
I wasn't ready. Kasi kahit nga yung pagbili ko ng mga undies, hindi ko kayang bilhin. Siya yung bumibili nun. Kaya nung namatay siya, I feel like, paano ko gagawin itong mga to?
Hindi ako pumasok ng school. Alaman niya after work. And then, nilagyan ko ng cardboard yung report. And then, kahit na ganun, binakol ko rin. Belt buckle. Pero walang effect yung cardboard. Pero, hindi na ako nag-skip ng school.
Her intercession is the biggest encouragement, is what is a lot of the, I know, like in the spirit, that she's always, kind of fighting, standing in the gap in the spirit for me and Kuya, for me, and that shows by example how I should be living. And with her prayer life, that's the biggest advice.
Because every time na we're gonna drop her sa airport, I know I would always cry. Always. And I know that my dad's there, but it's still different without your mom being by her side.
Pag galit siya, bigla na lang niya hinain yung buhok namin na gano'n. Or sasabunutan. Ganun siya ka-physical.
But then in the end of the day, you must always obey your parents, and I have to obviously obey my parents. My mom specifically, and my dad.
She wanted to make us happy. She put us first. And the thing is, as a child, you always focus on what's in front of you. But then years ahead, you realize the sacrifice and the time that went to that small scene. But just that small scene just highlights how selfless she was. That it was always me and Kim. That's it.
One vivid memory is cooking. She loves cooking.
She brought a meal for the ministers in the church. And what she did, nag-prepare siya ng ulam, nagluto siya, and we needed to take the jeepney, papunta dun sa church, and her heart is to feed them. Because it's her passion, cooking and serving.
It's good food.
And I would just run to her arms and I would just hug her. I would cry and I would say how much I missed her and love her.
I have heaps. Pero ano po? Chop suey. With rice, yes.
She died of colon cancer, stage 4, and the complications. So, nagstay siya in the hospital for a month, sa ICU.
When Dad left us, I admire her strength to carry on.
Her body failed, hindi na kaya ng katawan niya. And then at such time, I think she just waited for every one of us to go home, and then after that she passed. Yeah, so it was the hardest moment of my life.
We haven't seen each other for 15 years straight, and we just saw each other last December 2019 before I flew here to Australia. So we had just 1 month to spend after 15 years. Then ako naman yung umalis papunta dito. So it's very hard for me na hindi kami nakapag-banding ng matagal. But I know kaya ako nandito ngayon is for her.
Aakit siya ng Baguio, like say for example every weekend, and then she'll clean my space, and she'll do the laundry for me. And then we'll sleep together. It's the same bed.
Kasi very independent person ako sa family. And then, siguro napansin niya yung mood ko for the whole day pagdating ko ng trabaho. Then she just suddenly hugged me from the back without saying anything. I clearly remember that kasi hindi show yung family ko pagdating sa ganung bagay. And then I really felt she was like really there and caring for me nung time na yun.
When I was like really sick, like even she was sick too, like mostly the whole family was sick in the same time. She'd still take care of me and give me soup and like give me a hot pack for my belly. She just take care of me even if she's sick. She's like a hero.
Whatever I've been through in my life, she's there. And then until now, I'm really grateful because she never gave up on me. Like I feel like I'm the worst child because until now, I'm still not settled. But, you know, I'm so happy because she wants to show me that no matter what, she really loves me. She's there for me. And she will never give up on me, and then she will always pray for me to settle down in Australia.
Ayoko nakikita yung nanay ko na nahihirapan. So, pagka may mga request yung nanay ko, na kahit na parang di ko kaya ibigay, ganun. Parang kailangan ko to, parang ganun. Pero dahil para sa nanay ko, bibigay ko lahat.
Naalala ko sabi ng mama ko, na ilalagay ko sa yearbook, don't just aim high, top it. So, pagkaintindi ko doon, wag lang mangarap. Okay, mangarap na mataas, pero wag hanggang pangarap lang. Dapat gawin mo para maabot mo yung pangarap.
And I would always pray I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me before every exam. And thank God that I managed to, get to where I am now because of that piece of advice that mom's given me.
Binago kong mabuti yung education because of her. Because alam ko kung saan kinuhain yung money na yun. And yung lagi niyang advice sa amin is, education is very important. Dahil if you're like a professional, kahit saan pwede kang mabuhay, and no one can take that away from you.
I could have been more obedient as what the Lord wants us to be an obedient child, to honor our mom and dad at all times. If I could turn back time and if I would have known the Lord when I was young, I could have been a better child to her.
I love you.
And what would you thank your mom for?
Everything.
Like what?
Like what she does for me. She makes my lunch. And everything, like my food. And she laba. Yeah. Take care of me. Everything.
Without her, I wouldn't be where I am today. So,
I miss her. Kasi my mom's my best friend. Tapos, for example, galing ako ng work, tapos punta ako ng bahay, lahat kinukwento ko sa kanya.
Everything they do for you is because they love you. And it's not for themselves, but it's for you. For us kids.
If she's here right now, I would tell her that I love her so much.
I'm still here. I'm not gonna put you in the nursing home. And I'm not gonna leave you somewhere that you may be afraid of. Just have peace that the Lord is your husband. And I'll always be here for you.
Be ready for more adventures. We're gonna go travel the world as what you've dreamed and what I've dreamed as well.
We didn't start it good at first. But habang tumatanda ako, nakikita ko kung gaano yung sacrifices mo para sa aming magkakapatid. And sobrang thankful ako sa lahat ng yun.
Isa talaga sa pinakapangarap ko na madala ko kayo dito bilang papa at ni Rayo at Kiri. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng sacrifices and sa pag-alaga sa akin kahit ikaw lang mag-isa.
Mahal na mahal kita, ma'am. Kung nandito ka lang siguro, I want to provide the best for you. Like what I promised before. Pero, ayun, I know you're happy with the God Almighty. So, I'm happy.
Sobrang miss na kita. Kasi, ngayon, sobrang tagal na hindi kita nakasama. Kasi nga, lumaki ako na parati ka nandiyan dyan.
Sabi, dito pa siya. Gusto ko lang siya makita. Gusto ko lang siya makausap.
What would you tell her?
Mahal na mahal namin siya. Siya ang pinakamatatag na babaeng nakilala. I'm longing for mother's love, and I know that you're happy of my journey because I opened up everything sa family, and I want to share the salvation of the Lord for our whole family.
And I know in heaven, she's just praising the Almighty on the top of her lungs and singing on the top of his voice, giving praise to the King of Kings and to the Lord of Lords.
I have a Bible verse for you, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you but not to harm you, to give you a hope and a future.
You're the best mom in the world. You're number one. No one beats your consistency. No one beats your unconditional love. No one beats your sacrifice, and no one beats how mindful you are of us, and how prayerful you are, and how faithful you are to God in lifting up our lives to Him.
I don't usually say this, but because it's a special day for you, I love you, Mom.
Love you, Ma.
I love you, Mother.
I love you, Mom.
I love you, Mom.
I love you, Ma. I love you, Mommy.
Mahal na mahal kita, Nanay.
I love you, Mama.
I love you, Mom.
Mom, I love you, and I thank you for everything.
I love you, Mom.